the 44, we bring the heat. Engrave your words where art and style meet. Sports, gaming, and more on repeat. Hit that subscribe, don't accept defeat.
Yo, what is going on, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of the 44th Parallel podcast. Got some juicy stuff to dive into today.
Daddy, chill.
How you doing, Bourbon?
I'm doing good, Goody. How are you?
Doing pretty well. Can't complain. You have a good week?
I did. It was a busy week. Getting ready for Outfest. Playing some games at night with you. It was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting conquered in MW3.
That was rough. I actually had to go to Goody's training class so I can get a little bit better at Call of Duty for y'all.
And actually, we may be starting a little potential series on that on our TikTok account. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Yep.
We're going to go through Bourbon's progression, where he started and where he's at.
Got to get me back up there, man. You got to. I got to.
We're going to.
Hey, Katie.
How are you? Thank you for stopping in, hanging out with us. So, what else exciting happened this week?
So, I think the most exciting thing that happened this week was our release of the new overhaul of the website. Got that. We finally got it pushed out. I know we were trying to get it out last week, and we finally got it pushed out Tuesday, and I think we worked out a lot of glitches. How's it going, Jacob? And we got it up and running now. So the product customizer that we've been building and putting together for you guys is finally here. And I can't wait to show it to you guys here in a little bit.
Super exciting. I'm so happy for you. So, other than that, I know you've been getting ready for Elkfest. What goes behind getting ready for something like that?
So first we got to order all the product and get an idea of obviously what we went through last show and replace those products with new updated designs. So getting the designs right for whatever show we're going to next, and trying to do I guess we'll do like a kind of a quality check, quality control. Like, we're going to Elkfest, so we're going to want to pick out certain designs for that show to add back to these products to fill our shelves back up. So that is probably one of the hardest things going from one show to the next, is just trying to make it tailor-made for that specific event. And then after that, it's just the routine work of applying the design, putting it in the machine, and laser engraving that cup. And then for like our more creative products that we have out there, and I think we got some pictures I sent you all so you can pop them up. We have these multi-layered art pieces that seem to be going very well right now, and that takes a lot of time in the background. So picking a design or picking a cutout for the show with that multi-layered art is also it's hard to do. It's hard to gauge, but it's also, like I said, it takes a long time to get some of these products out, and you only have a couple weeks to do it from one show to the next.
Okay. I got a cool question for you.
Okay.
What is the coolest experience you've had going to these shows? Like, tell us about some of the cool people that you've met, some of the other vendors that you have gained relationships with. Tell us the good and the bad and the ugly.
Okay, I want all of it. I want all of it. So I've been blessed to go every single show I go to so far. I don't think we've ever been paired up or set by another vendor that we sell by that has been a completely unpleasant time with them. And I'll say that we have set up next to some pretty cool people that do what we do. They sit and they sell something else at these shows, and there was a cool group that we were paired up with at Alpenfest. This was at the beginning of our run of doing these shows during the summer, and it's like hanging out with a couple pals sometimes, for a whole week. So Alpenfest is a 5-day event, and you get there at 9:00 in the morning, and we're not leaving until like 11:30 at night. So it's a long day of selling, but it definitely helps out that you're paired up with somebody cool. And we were sitting next to I think it was TKO. Was the company or the business that was behind us, and they sold a lot of little trinkets and handmade goods, and they're primarily downstate Michigan, but pretty cool, pretty chill people. We were actually working on designs while we were back there because we brought a laser to that show, and to experience like what they made, what they did, and how they did it. And hey, Amy, how you doing tonight?
How are you, Amy?
But for like I said, to experience what they did and then letting them kind of see what we did, that was fun. So I'm not going to give out any names of like that, but we were paired up with a couple that was unpleasant, that did not talk, did not want anything to do with you. Sometimes it's like they think they're better than you. They get a little snobby, and they're just like, "This is my space. Don't come over this line. I don't want none of your stuff over here." That makes it unpleasant. It does.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you actually came to one of our shows, and you got to experience a little bit of that one time. The snobby partnered vendor. So yeah, it's no fun. But we did do one show at a golf course last year. It was a 517 golf put on the event, and it was at the Otsego Club in Gaylord, Michigan, and that's the event that they had John Daly at. So I actually got to. I waited until everybody was gone, kind of like at the end of the line, but I actually got to go in there and actually give John Daly a handshake. I got a picture taken with him. Talked with him for a real quick second. But I would say that was actually really cool. That was awesome. Meet him.
That's awesome. Yeah. Personally, I would love to meet John Daly. So, I mean, I'm sure you were ecstatic.
I was ecstatic. I couldn't wait to get in line. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to wait till the back. Maybe I get a little more time with him. But he had a long day. I get that. So we didn't have drinks or anything together. But it was cool to meet him.
I mean, he probably had 20 before he showed up. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because that's when he was doing his big push on the Good Boy vodka. I think that's what it's called.
Yep.
And he had when he rolled in, he came in with his big old trailer, and it was just all Good Boy vodka on the side of it. And he comes out, and I'm sure he was smashing those things all day long.
Oh,
he started at 8:00 in the morning, and I didn't meet him until like 6:00 that night. So, but he's a pro, like in on both accounts.
Oh yeah, for sure. The man can put him down, and he can do it with the best of them.
Yeah, and have fun doing it too. Like that's.
Oh yeah.
He's like my idol for when it comes to golf. I just want to go out there and have fun and drink a lot.
Yeah, the video with him and Bryson had me dying.
Oh
just
yeah,
him out there just partying, no shoes, and then you got Bryson, the PGA or I guess LIV pro.
Yeah, he's analyzing every single shot. He wants to get it. He wants to win it. He's trying to get that under 50.
Yep.
And hanging out with the guys like, oh yeah, don't worry, bud. We're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you there. Just hold on. Let me drink this one more drink here.
Here, drink
No.
this chocolate milk with me.
Yeah, the whole gallon of chocolate milk thing had me rolling a little bit.
Yeah, that was wild. So
So what?
I guess
So I mean, we're still on the topic of golf here. What's that cup you drinking out of?
all right. So this is made from a very good friend of mine. Bourbon himself from Bourbon Mountain Productions. It says Tiger wish he could. It's for our buddy Jake that's in the chat. It was for his 30th birthday tournament. It was a 2v2 scramble. Just want to throw it out there that Bourbon and Jake got destroyed. Just saying. And then even though he spelled my name wrong, it's all right. Everyone does. So Keith, so that started. Mark, you tell him. How did that start, guy? Do you remember?
Not really, honestly. I just know that it's there.
All right. So look,
I don't remember the origin story.
It was roughly when Mark and I just started talking a little bit more. It started to get close. He was drinking. We were having a good time. Pretty sure we were playing Warzone or something at the time. And it was me, Jake, and him, and he called me Keith, and he like legitimately thought that was my name because he had a couple too many drinks, just couldn't remember, so he just thought it was Keith. So then Jake ran with it, and then Bourbon just kept going with it too, and it kind of stuck ever since. So,
and just full disclosure here, I am real bad with names. Really bad with names. Like, I actually got to go, like, after I meet somebody, if I need to remember their name, I got to practice it on the way to the car. And I got to come up with maybe a funny song or something to go along with it just to remember the name. So, like, my typical response to a lot of people is like, "What's up, boss, Hoss, King?" What? It's just whatever rolls out there, and then that'll be yes, thank you. See, so I got a little backup on that. I can't. So everybody's boss or Hoss for me.
That's
or
fair.
Bub.
How long did it take you to save my number in your phone?
I think that was like last week.
Last week.
No, it did take about 3 or 4 months. Like, again, like you get it into, and then I just start responding back to text, and I don't like to save too many people's numbers in my phone because once you're in there, you're never out. Like I still got phone numbers and names saved from like the first time that ability was there. I just keep transferring names over, and then I'll accidentally butt dial somebody I stopped talking to like 5 years ago. So you were going through the testing phase. Like, is he worth it to be in the phone for forever? You passed. I mean,
I guess that's what counts. But I would try to call you, and you'd be like, "Who is this?" No.
Yeah, because we would typically go off of a group chat, so it's just like, okay, I knew who was, because the one that was the number that was Keith, so I got it.
I'd be like, "Hey, just trying to call you, guy. It's Ethan," and you're like, "Oh, my bad."
252 number. I don't know. I screen calls too. I do. I mean, that's this point of fact.
Fair enough.
Exactly. New phone. Who dis? Yep. You got to keep your exit door open. Just in case.
I understand, but I feel like we have became a lot closer since then. We've done a lot of stuff together, honestly.
And played 36 holes of golf twice together. Yeah. You deserve an applaud after that because honestly, I don't know if I was going to get off the course the first time.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, but it was fun.
It was fun.
Over at Seagull Club playing Classic and Tribute. That was a gorgeous day too.
I just want to say that I'm undefeated in our 2v2s, and I got Marcus' first win. So just a little round of applause for that.
Damn, big boy.
I did finally get my first win. I also got my first. All right, and you knew this was coming. You knew this.
I did.
I got my first like actual hard to reach. I think birdie, like organic.
First, yep.
By myself, because honestly, this guy over here, he went to town after the first match with the drinking. So he actually became useless to me between the holes of like 9 and like 14 on the second game that we were playing that day. And it was me and him doing a scramble versus Jake and my father-in-law. So this hole it's a gorgeous hole, and it kind of shoots like a dog leg right, but you're able to if you can hit it hard enough, you can actually overcut the hill on the right side and land it right on the green. Or you can play it safe and do the like 350 yard to get to the green off to the left side. And but you don't know. Like once you hit the ball, you can't see where it lands. You have to go look. So Ethan plays it safe, and I didn't.
I didn't.
No,
play
no,
safe.
that's right. You actually went for it. The other team played it safe for sure, and they made a good shot. But when I hit it, I'm like, oh yeah, I know. I feel it's good. I hope it goes in. Like I actually thought it, for some reason, I actually thought it might have. I'm not that guy by any means. I'm not that guy. But we get up over there, and it is like maybe 25 feet from the hole. If I recall.
Yeah.
So we get up there, and once the second team got theirs up there, we put it. Well, of course, I two putted, and I'm actually surprised at that. That is where my game is completely weak, but I got it in there.
You did.
Yeah.
And then had some more fun after that, and then it came down to the last hole. We finished tied, so we did a closest to the pin putting challenge, and that's like the one good shot I hit in the back 18 is that putt. Just to be honest with everyone, I came in clutch when it needed to.
The other two games, he was up like 15 strokes the entire time. So I get him as a teammate, and then he's just like knocking him back. I mean, it was you were getting ready to move. I understand you were wanting to have fun, and you were on the fun team at that point. So
I had a little bit too much fun the next morning. It was rough.
I think you did 6 shooters in a 2-hole period.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then we got back and continued.
Oh yeah, you don't stop once you start.
Oh no, not at all. And then I ended up passing out, and then you guys woke me up and said it's time to go to bed.
Yeah,
I remember everything.
That's where we got the DeChambeau YouTube video.
Yep. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. 25 yards was the putt.
It wasn't 25 yards. No shot.
No, there's no way I putted 25 minutes. Anyway. So where were we before we walked off into no man's land here with a story?
So we were talking about the prep for Elkfest, and then we talked about your experiences at shows. So another question for you: how many shows does BMP attend a year?
So it's hard to get an average off of 2 years doing this so far, but
fair enough.
The first year, I think we did a total of 6.
Okay.
And this year, I think we're going to be doing 8, if I recall correctly. So last year we did a few smaller shows, weekend shows, and they just didn't produce good results. And I mean, anything I've been taught is you plan, do, check, adjust, right? So we planned on going there. We did it. It didn't work, so we checked it, and then we adjusted. So next year, this year we threw all those little shows out, and we focused on a lot of the big events. So we did the Lewiston Car Show, which is a good show. It's where we're at. We're right next to Lewiston, Michigan. And the Father's Day, they have a pretty good car rally there. But they also have a little arts and crafts section. So we set up there, and I'll be honest with you, that is like one of my favorite shows, bar none, just because the office is amazing. Like my view from sitting in my booth, selling stuff and working with customers. But when I got nobody there, I look over at my wife and say, hey, can I go for a walk? And she's like, yeah, sure. And I go walk the streets and I look at all these amazing machines that man has made and brought to the streets. And that is the best show.
Okay.
If that makes sense, yeah. So, so we do the car show to kind of kickstart the year. We do Elpin Festas, which is our week-long event. And then this year we did the Grayling, the Asabo race. If you're anybody who's listening is familiar with that, a lot of people come to this show.
What's up, Coco?
Yo, what is goody, my gang? Get your money up, not your funny up, you did.
So after that, we try to stay local with the local shows. We did a forestry product show. We are doing good. I know I'm
doing great.
Yep. And then we're going to be doing Elk Fest here to kind of slow up the season. Wrap up the warm outdoor events, and then we're going to be moving on to a couple of the indoor shows come November, December.
Do you guys plan on adding any more shows as you guys continue to grow?
Oh yeah. I don't know about adding like too many more. Like I think 2 a month right now is a good number. It takes a lot of time to recoup this product. So we sell 80 mugs, for example. These mugs, you can't just whip them out in 5 seconds. It does take some time, and you've had some experience with this as well. Actually, seeing the machines run. Some tumblers take 30 minutes to run, and you can only get so many done in a day. So I think 2 shows every month for the big ones is kind of where we're going to stay at. But even more we grow, I do want to stay with doing shows in general. I think it's great to get out of the shop and go meet some people, and also see what other towns has got going on. It's fun. Yeah, it is true. So my wife Katie goes with me, and she does work a full-time job outside of this. This is my full-time job here. So we go. It's not an easy setup, especially if I'm bringing lasers with me. It takes a lot of time. So having a couple people do it shaves that time ahead in half, and half the effort as well.
Yeah, I can attest to that. There is a lot that goes into it.
Yep.
And I guess so. It's really cool because I can tell a story from both sides of the spectrum. I've been a customer, and I've also helped out and been behind the scenes with some stuff. So as a customer, can't complain at all. Super happy with everything I've gotten. So actually the first thing I ever got was a gift from Jake when I moved. It was a sign that has our last name, some deers and mountains and trees and stuff. It's if I knew what it was right now, I would show you guys. It's
I put it in the Discord for you.
Beautiful. So it's in there. And I think we actually showed it last week too.
We did. Yep, you popped it up.
Yep. So that was the first thing I ever got. And then with Southside Stories, Bourbon and I kind of became partners with that. I was showing him love on the podcast, and he was hooking us up with some free merch. And actually, speaking of, so we got some hats and cups, and I got a sign made. Great work. Oh, he always overdoes himself, even though he's a what you would call a perfectionist. So he always critiques his work to the max, which I personally think is a good thing because it's just going to keep driving you to do better. So that means you're never going to settle. So your product is always going to continue to get better in some ways. But the product that you do distribute now is already amazing.
I appreciate that. Yeah, being that perfectionist is it is frustrating. It really is because I can always feel like I can do better, and it's like why I should just do better now. I just keep redoing stuff.
Yep. And the funniest thing about it too is like because he uses the laser so much and he sees everything, he'll catch something that a normal person wouldn't. So like he'll see just a little tiny error in or what he considers an error and it bugs him, but then everyone else sees it and they're like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. So it's definitely a double-edged sword, but
100%. Yep.
It's not necessarily a negative thing. And then behind the scenes, so it's actually a really cool operation. I was lucky enough to help Bourbon produce actually quite a bit of stuff at one point. Actually, the first time I ever went up there, we stayed up until like 6 a.m. just running cups and
it was we were I had an order for a company
that's right. Yep.
Wanted cups for one of their resort thing or retreat things that they were doing.
Yep. So we ran a bunch of cups.
50 of those to get out, and that's the thing. And they wanted Yetis too. So like, talk about being a perfectionist. And yeah, I agree with Coco. You are your worst critique or a critic, and it works in your favor. It'll be the littlest details too that really get you. But when you're engraving on cups that you can get at a decent price that you can sell at what would be a normal price, to the market, versus engraving on a cup like a Yeti. I'm not a vendor for Yeti, so I don't get them at cost. I don't get them at a discounted rate at all. So when I get customers, it's like, can you do Yeti? I can do Yeti. I just absolutely 100% don't want to mess up on that Yeti because that means I'm going to have to buy another one to get to you. And these machines, they do, and you've seen this, that they're not perfect by any means. They make mistakes. Like there could be a lag, a glitch. It's done by computers and networks. So, and we all know those ain't 100% perfect. So, yeah, 50 Yetis that night. That was that had me worried a little bit. Plus, you were running the chair.
We knocked it out though.
We did. We did not go to bed that night until that work was done.
Yep.
Actually, we continued on after that.
Yeah, I was to say, I think we continued. Well, I mean, it was literally 6 a.m. And then Jake and I woke up at like 8 or whatever, 8 in the morning. So 2 hours later, after we went to bed, and then Jake was cold, so he left, and I didn't know where he went. So then I was alone and got bored and started running more cups. It was a good time.
Yeah,
I think actually we were getting ready for Elpenfest, right?
It was getting ready for Elpenfest. Yeah, because you ended up taking off, and that was the show that Jake decided to stay back and help you out with.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. It was a good time.
That was a good time.
And yes, I was for the first half of the time. Yeah, Coco, I was holding my breath. I was like 100%. Because not only was it the Yeti instance, but it was also Goody over here was like, oh, I gotta be in control. If I see an open share to a computer, I gotta be in it. So he's like, teach me how to do it. Okay, let me. And it was just hitting a couple buttons and lining things up right. But yeah, after a little while, I was like, okay, no, this guy's got it.
I'm a fast learner, guy.
You are. Pick it up quick. Yep.
That's why I have patience to dev, because I just learn it quickly. Because that is not Not easy. I've been called a wizard a few times.
You are a wizard. I had a network problem the other day. I was like, all right, Getty, just walk me through this, please, because I don't know. This is all speaking gibberish to me.
Learn today.
We got it figured out.
We did. I mean, it was as simple as just, did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Did you try cleaning out the port, sir?
Who knew a little bit of dust can go such so I know I would love to show everybody the website. How are we going to do this? Since you're the wizard.
Yep, give me 1 second. The real wizard's in the background. Never mind, he already got it. We're good to go.
He is on fire. Right. Pop this up a second. There we go. Alrighty. So this is the project we've been working on for the last little while here, a few weeks for sure. So this is what you're seeing right now is the main page, home page, and a little welcome, and then they got the shop all tab, which is going to be crucial. If you can scroll down a little bit, so you could shop our top categories, and these are always going to be going forward, always going to be being built. There's going to be more product added in every single week for sure. But where our top categories are going to be right there. So you get the Bison River knives, which is super popular. Polar Camel drinkware for anybody that doesn't work with us or maybe just finding out about us. But we work with Polar Camel. Absolutely great drinkware. It is. They're actually coming back with, by the way, Goody, the cup that he's drinking out of is the Golf Dimple Tumbler. It was gone for a little while. It is coming back here shortly. Hopefully by the end of this month, it'll be back in stock.
That's exciting.
They got some pretty cool stuff. And I would have to say, comparable to all your top brands of drinkware, it keeps your drink cold for 24 hours if you treat it properly, and it keeps your hot drinks hot for up to 8. They got the good lids, slider lids, magnetic lids, and like I said, we'll be adding all these products to the website here as we go. And then the leatherette, like I told you in the last show, everything we got, we can engrave. The problem is the harmful fumes it outputs. So we work with a vendor that has laserable leatherette, so stuff that I'm willing to work with, and then they can do journals, golf bag tags, wallets, even if you show you here, these are like right here. Let's back it. There you go.
So this is like a Ridge wallet here.
Yep. And here's like a little leatherette business card holder. So a lot of cool stuff, and we'll be adding products to the website. And if we go back to the website, there we go. All right, and then so let's break open the big kahuna here. Why we redid the website? We wanted to make it more user friendly, and a little bit more automated and systematic. So let's go. Fire, you can go to drinkware for me, please, up top, or one of those. And you can click on anything you see there, whatever you want to pop into. We'll say 10-ounce tumblers, 15-ounce coffee mug. Perfect. All right. So how you order, and it's simple. You find the color or the style of the mug that you want or product that you see, and then you can pick the color that you'd like. Yep. And it should swap you over to a picture if it's in there. Not seeing that. Okay, so click on customize. There you know. Ooh, that button's not working. All right, Fire, why don't you shoot a different product? Something I'll have to check out here in a second. Okay. Fire's having some issues.
He is currently in a storm.
It's like it's loading up here, though. All right, folks, we seem to be experiencing technical difficulties.
I just didn't mean to steal it, but here's an option too. Sorry, Fire. I was just pulling it up just in case yours didn't load.
All right, so who's got the control? You got a goodie?
Yeah.
Okay. All righty, so back at it. So we picked the 15-ounce purple coffee mug here, and you get to see it in the customizer, and it's gonna allow you to engrave two different sides. You can see in the bottom left, you got the front and back option. When you're looking at the cup, understand that the handle's on the right side. I'm just looking for the front and the back design. It doesn't rotate the cup around. It's just kind of a picture. So don't let that mess with you. We're just getting your designs that you want to build and sent to us so we can put it in our system and run it exactly the way you want it to be. So up there, we got the BMP design catalog. That's everything that we've been kind of uploading. It's things that we've purchased from artists, things that we've came up with ourselves. And these are where that catalog is where you're going to see a lot of the stuff that you've seen from our shows. So you can pick anything one of that. Sky's the limit. They're goodie. And it's going to pop up, and you get to resize it, make it bigger. Oh, you double clicked it. Delete one of those. There we go. So you can make it bigger, smaller, move it left, move it right, and that file itself is going to be, well, once you're done customizing, we're actually not done customizing yet. So you pick a design. You can pick two if you want. You also have the option to enter in text off to the right there, and you can do it with just plain text, or you can throw in a little bit of text art. That came with the software that we're using. You want to make your text a little bit more oddly shaped or wavy, and you can type in whatever you need to, throw it on a cup, and position it to wherever you want it to be. Which I think this technology, where it's at, is going to save the industry in a whole lot of time. Because let me run down real quick on how it is to order through BMP right now. Before this, you find something you were interested in. You say, hey, I like this 15-ounce purple travel mug. And can I get something with a wildlife scene on it? And, of course, I would say absolutely. And there would be a chain of emails back and forth. I would go through, I would build a design, and then I would send it off to them to get it approved, or several options. And they would pick one option, option B, option C. They bring it back, but hey, can I change this a little bit? And then I have to go back and change it. Now you can do all of your editing on the computer before you even send it off to me. All right, so we got the text, we got the design added. Now let's flip to the back side. This software also comes with its own pre-done shapes and stuff. So go ahead and hit shapes, and you got that banner, or you go click up there. You can change it to whatever that's already there. This is, again, all eligible for use. They got a lot of stuff in here. This isn't my clip art. This is actually the clip art that was provided by Zakiki, which is the software that we're using. And you can build your own little picture. You can build your own little design. I know they got monograms in there. We've uploaded monograms to make a really cool cup. And soon to come into play is we're going to be eventually adding our wooden address signs in here, which is going to be a big thing because they can actually design their own wilderness theme. That is a big up here in northern Michigan for an address sign, wilderness theme. They can put their trees wherever they want to, and the deer and their name with whatever font they want. And at the end, when they send it to me, it's a file that I get to say, okay, this customer wants this and this exactly. I make sure it fits the product, and I run it. I use my machines and my expertise to make sure that everything runs smoothly after that. Now, I wouldn't suggest it for cups, but there's also the other option of uploading like images, pictures. We do pictures on wood a lot, and like metal cards and such. But if you have your own clip art that you have the rights to, that you want to run on your mug, you can also throw that in there. Understand that it takes a lot to get an image sometimes, or like a picture, to run accurately, I guess, on the laser, because you understand you're working with a duotone image. So when uploading images, try to make sure that you have the best. I call them pixies. Make sure that you got the highest number of pixies you got, right? Which is just the megapixels. Make sure it's a good quality photo, and we'll be able to handle it from there. So I would say anything above 800, 900 by 900. But it's, like I said, it's duotone. So if you're putting in multiple colors, the system's going to decide what's going to be engraved and what's not. So you can also, before I forget to mention, on the bottom right of your screen, Goody, you have the option to share your design with somebody to kind of like get approval. You can save your design as long as you're logging in with the same IP address, I believe. You're going to have your designs on that device, not IP address, but that device. And then you can also request a PDF and download it yourself. And you're going to get kind of like a photo proof of what we're going to be engraving for you. But, yep. Yep. So as long as you make sure that you like it before you send it off, then you'll be happy with it, because we're going to do great work on our end. We're going to make sure it's perfect before it gets shipped out. So we do have, I would have to say, a good about 15, 20 products on ready to be customized right now. We'll be adding that every single week out to whoever's watching us right now. I'd actually like to take a little poll for you. What do you want to see added on to the product customizer? If you want to, Goody, hit home or shop all. Right there, shop all. And the flag. There we go. All right, so this is all the products that we have on there right now. We have most of the drinkware. We got the knives. We got some leatherette, wallets, jewelry boxes, and such. But I got a list of 5 items here that I was thinking that's going to be put up over the next few weeks. I wanted to find out from you guys what you guys want to see first. So here's the options if you're listening: hats with leather patches, wooden signs, address signs, or decor. We got new ion plated cups coming out, which are rose gold and Prism, which is more of like a rainbowish color.
What was
That-
the options? Sorry, one more time.
All right, hats with leather patches, wooden signs, ion plated polar camels. Sorry, ion plated polar camels. We got pastel colors polar camels, and we were talking about doing some of the glass baking pans with the bamboo lids on the top. That's on my to-do list. I'm looking to see what I got to do first. What's going to make everybody happy. And perfect. So if you get over there, good. If you wanted to continue, we got a couple more things with the website and we'll wrap this up.
Yep.
All right. So up there where it says personalized gift catalog. Sorry. Yep, that one. So we don't have everything on our shop page ready to customize, but if you find something out of this catalog here, this is the vendor that we work with, a vendor that we can get these items very quickly. So there's a lot to go through on this catalog. There's a lot. There's a ton. And you feel free to browse through this. And if there's anything on here that you want specially customized or engraved for, today, tomorrow, Christmas, what have you, take a look at this catalog. You find something in here. Below this screen here, there is a request form, custom order form. All you're looking for is full name, email, phone number, and then the product SKU number from the catalog and a description of what you want to have engraved. And if you have your own picture or file that you want to have engraved, that's available to you as well. Now, keep in mind everything on there. The price is where it says personalization may cost extra. Don't worry about that. That is what the cost is. What you see on the page to have it engraved. That's the price of the product and the engraving included. Cool stuff. And once you go ahead and submit, it'll tell you that everything's good. You go ahead. And boom, email just got sent to me. I heard it ding over there, and it's going out. I get it fairly quickly. I will respond to you within 24 to 48 hours. So under services, if you got something, if you're local, and I stress this, if you're local and you want to have something engraved or cut out, we do cut out with our bigger lasers. We do cut out material like wood, acrylic, so on and so forth. If you have anything that's a service that needs to be done, under the service tab, there's also another form at the bottom. Just fill that information out. And then if any other questions, just hit contact, and you can send us an email if you have any questions at all. And then on that last option there, you got the 44th parallel page. So this is where we decided to put our home base for the 44th parallel podcast. So this is all of our socials, all the links, and we'll continue to update this as we go on.
Yep. So this is from our very first episode.
Alrighty. That's me. I feel like I talked for this whole time. You gonna talk it all there, Goody?
I was letting you run everyone through it. This is your baby.
Yep. So we will work on it in the background. Just let me know what y'all want.
Yeah, definitely let them know. Also, something we're going to change about the 44th page. Instead of having a link for the latest episode, we're going to have the last episode right on there for you guys.
Katie says Prism style. Okay, so let's see if I can get. I can't throw it up here. All right, so and then Big Richard says hats for sure. Something that the holidays coming up, ladies shopping for their men. That's something we'll use. Absolutely, hats are a great gift.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost always have a hat on, so
That is the second time in my life I've ever had a hat off, to be honest with you.
yeah, it's weird seeing you without one.
Yeah. My wife braided my hair before the show, so I had to show it off.
Ooh.
All right, what's next, buddy?
Let's hop into some of your work, what you've been working on. Go over all those pictures that we got.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's weird, Big Richard. I don't think it's weird. I just like long hair. Truthfully.
Yeah, don't be hating. I'm not gonna lie though, you should have had her braid your beard too. Complete the look.
It's gonna take a little bit more time, I think. I'm working on it.
I think you could get it done.
I need to go on that Capital One Venture commercial. All right.
Un momento as we get those pulled up. There we go.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, so these are some of the photos that I've taken throughout the year so far. This year, 2024. That Smoke 'em If You Got 'em hat was great. I love doing that one. That was for the car show. All these pictures here was from our first show this year, and when we really kicked off the multi-layered art, the knight in shining armor kind of thing was awesome. It came out great. Slight signs are always a big mover, and that T-Rex that one was sick.
That one was that's cool. Yeah.
I am such a nerd. I like that stuff. Yep. Wooden signs, address signs, very, very big for us. We obviously we live in a community area that people really appreciate having a nice decor sitting up at the curbside of their house with a family name. Even a couple businesses use this so far. So that's Mr. B's Heating and Cooling up there. That's in Lewiston. If you're local area, I'm sure you've seen it. It's more of those multi-layered arts. Dragons, nice.
Just to clarify, he said Mr. B's, not Mr. Beast.
I did say Mr. B's. And then the knives. Knives was a great addition this year from our vendor, Bison Ripper, and that kid had it fully customized all the way around, the sheath and everything. And we're still playing with the multi-colored acrylics that's in the bottom left there for hat patches. Great stuff. I'm not going to sell something that I know it's not perfect yet. So we're still working on that. But I can't wait till we do. Yep.
All right. You got anything else for BMP, or are you ready to move on, sir?
I think that's it for this week.
All right. So last week we went over some UFC fights, and we both picked on the last three fights, the main event, the co-main event, and the fight before that. So let's see how we did. So just to remind everyone of our picks, Bourbon picked Sean O'Malley, Valentina Shevchenko, and Brian Ortega. I picked Sean O'Malley, Alexa Grasso, and Diego Lopez. How you think we did?
How did we do? I don't know. I have no idea. I actually didn't even look it up. I feel like I won them all. Beginner's luck and all.
Beginner's luck. You think you won them all?
Yeah.
I wish you did.
Actually, no. I did see something on about Sean O'Malley not getting that fight. So I know I didn't win at least one of them.
I wish you got them all, or at least the O'Malley one.
So how we do?
So we both went 1 and 2. So we tied.
So much for beginner's luck there.
Yep. I mean, that's okay though. You don't know anything about UFC. I watch UFC all the time, and
let me guess. You guys are Brazilian.
I did. Yep.
Yep. See, I told you.
So Diego Lopez ended up beating Brian Ortega, and then that was actually a really good fight. Lopez was landing some very damaging shots. Ortega, he's a gamer though. He will go out there and eat them shots and keep going. Man, got to give that man his respect. He lasted a long time in that fight, and he ate some shots, some mean shots. Was all bloodied up. It was a war. Diego Lopez ended up getting it done, and then in the co-main event, Alexa Grasso defending her title against Valentina Shevchenko. Valentina looked great. She dominated that fight. It was it was domination from the very first bell to the very last bell. Had a really good game plan. She executed well. Stick and move, utilize her grappling abilities, and she just outclassed Alexa Grasso. And then in the main event, we had Sugar Sean O'Malley taking on Merab. Again, not saying his last name because I can't.
Right, the struggle bus over here.
So Sean looked really flat. The first round, super slow. Not a ton happened, and then Merab ended up getting a takedown. O'Malley was able to get back up. It was a slow fight. Second round, it was a lot of Merab kind of dancing for the first 2 minutes, and then he would get a takedown, and then just glue himself to O'Malley. And then if O'Malley eventually got up, then he would just shoot again, and it was kind of like a cycle that kept repeating itself. And there was actually at one point, I believe it was the end of the second round or close to the end of the second round, second or third, Merab had O'Malley down, and he had him in like a choke, but it wasn't. There was only 10 seconds left in the round. Wasn't tight. Merab started kissing the dude's shoulder.
What?
And then so the ref was like, "Hey, knock it off, knock it off."
Like,
so he let go.
Legit started kissing him.
Yeah,
on
like
the shoulder.
started pecking his shoulder. Yeah.
Okay.
The ref told him to knock it off, and then Merab ended up getting up, and there was still time left. So Sean jumped up and punched him, and then the round ended. But that was a little bit of drama. It was a weird fight, like a really weird fight. And then so Sean won the third round and the last round. Merab won the first, second, and fourth. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like both guys could do better. I think O'Malley could definitely beat Merab. He did hurt him in the last round. Not enough time left to get anything done. He hit him with a nice teat kick right to the gut. Hurt him bad. Had him running away, and then with like 30 seconds left, he got taken down. And then it was a very slow fight. Sean looked flat. Merab executed his game plan perfectly, and we got a new champion. I think O'Malley will be back. He does have to get surgery. He tore something in his hip at the beginning of training camp before the fight. Those guys fight through all kinds of injuries. It's crazy. But he'll be back sometime next year. I don't know if he's going to get an immediate rematch. I don't think he will, just because he they didn't look good in the fight. So I think Umar Umar Nurmagomedov. I can say that one kind of.
That's a mouthful.
I think him and Marab will be next. And to be honest, that's gonna be a tough fight for Marab. Them Nurmagomedovs are savages. So that should be good. And then I think O'Malley can win a fight and be right back there. But he just got to come back and get something done.
So what is all this stuff I've seen on Facebook today about Sean like appealing his ruling?
So that's just Sean being Sean. He has a heavy social media presence. He streams, he games, he does really well outside of just fighting for himself. So he's a character. He has fun with it. So his first ever loss, I believe I was telling you about it last week. He got kicked in his leg, and his leg went dead.
Mm-hmm.
So after that fight, he came out with like a basketball jersey, and it said undefeated on the back, and blah blah blah. And then he put a thing out that said Sugar State Athletic Commission overturned, blah blah blah. So then he brought that back this time with the Marab fight. He's just goofing off. He said on his podcast, he said that he overpromised and underdelivered. It is what it is. He plans on growing from this, learning from this, and he'll be back.
Yeah.
So
and he's injured too, right? Like he's got something else he's dealing with.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. He has a torn muscle in his hip. Yeah.
I mean, I give it to you for putting on the fight to begin with.
Yeah, absolutely. Those guys fight through some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Nope, I stubbed my pinky toe. I'm out for the day. I'm not that guy.
Yeah, those guys, they'll fight through torn ACLs, torn MCLs, broken arms.
And that's why it costs like, what was it, $80 to watch a.
Yep.
Not that guy.
Me neither. And then,
well,
go ahead.
No,
you.
You
sure?
Yeah.
All right. So tonight we got the SMX Championship Super Motocross. It is the last race in the 32 round season. Start out with 17 rounds of Supercross, 11 rounds of motocross, and then 3 rounds of super motocross. So we got the championship tonight. It is triple points, so it's pretty much winner takes all for about the top 4 guys in the 450 class, which is Hunter Lawrence, Chase Sexton, Jet Lawrence, which Hunter and Jet are brothers, and then Eli Tomac. Let's go, Eli. Would love to see him get it done. Should be some good races, and it's a late race, so it doesn't start until 10 p.m. And then in the 250s, got my boy, Danger Boy Hayden Deegan. He has a 19-point lead right now in the championship, but it is triple points, so anything could happen. He has to take third to just clinch it, and it doesn't matter who wins. If he takes third, he wins. But in the first 2 rounds of Super Motocross, he went 1-1 in both races. So he's looking good. He's fast, looking pretty unbeatable right now, to be honest. So in round 1 of Super Motocross, he actually had 2 terrible starts in the races and just climbed right up through the pack and checked out after that. Got past everyone. The first one was impressive, but the second one was even more impressive because once he got into second, he was still 7.5 seconds back on the leader, and there was only like 5 minutes left in the race, which is only a few laps, and he ended up getting past the leader in like a lap and a half and then just gapping him. It was pretty crazy. And that leader being Levi Kitchen, who is one of the best 250 riders in the world right now. So,
I mean, better than Dean.
I mean, obviously not. Deegan just torched him.
That Big Richard over here says Deegan has it for 250. Now, I watched a race last week. I think it was last week or the week before, and he had two options for a hole shot, and I guess he had bad luck on both counts.
Yeah,
And then he ended up coming back. Like that was magic on a dirt bike track from what I witnessed. So if he races everything like that, I get it. Deegan's in it to win it, and he does great work on there. And he takes his chances on corners, and he gets to know the route and that track, and he just gets after it. I've only watched like 3 or 4 races total, and every single time I have so far, it's like Deegan has been in the number 1 or number 2 spot for like the entirety of the race. He is the wizard of the dirt bike track.
and that kid is only 18 years old.
That's crazy. And he's going up against experience, wisdom, and he is also. Didn't he wave to somebody like in the middle of a jump? Like he kind of gave it the old, "Hey, sorry about your luck. I'll see you later."
Yep, catch you on the flip.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that was actually that happened when he passed Levi in that race.
That's, the balls on this kid, you know, he goes through some stuff. Like I don't know, I've rode dirt bikes fast, but there's a lot of pressure on that track.
Oh yeah, and yeah, the balls he lets them hang too. So that's gonna be exciting. That's what I'm doing after the podcast. Is I'm watching that. That's gonna be should be a really good show.
10 p.m. right?
Yep, 10 p.m. All right, and then something else that we were gonna do last week, but we didn't get a chance to. We're gonna be reacting to some funny clips, and this is just kind of a variety clip. So we got some like comedic ones, we got some gaming ones, just a little bit of everything. So let's dive into those. You guys can get our reactions and react to them with us.
Hang on.
Yep, no audio. Reggie.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm supposed to react to reading. I can't read that fast, man. I'm struggling.
Hold up, guys. Technical difficulties.
Tell you what, in the meantime. Hey, Goody.
What's up?
How do you organize a space party?
How do you organize a space party? I don't know how, Mark.
You plan it.
Ah.
Sorry. For those of you who don't know, I am a father. I have 4 beautiful children. 4 rascals, actually. And I also have 4 nieces. So 4 nieces, 3 daughters, and 1 son. That's a lot of chica going on, if you get the drift. But we get some funny dad jokes sent to me from my brother-in-law. His youngest daughter absolutely loves coming up with this stuff. So I am chocked full of dad jokes, specifically because of her.
Also, I just want to say something. I feel like Katie really has 5 kids because, I mean,
she does. 100%.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Actually, shoot, I don't. I don't have a picture of it, but you should totally see the cup that I made her for. Let me get up there.
Facts.
Yep. Yep.
Last time I was up there, Mark and I were boxing in his driveway.
We were. We literally pulled out the boxing gloves. There was bourbon involved in that night as well.
That was a great time.
It was. And my jaw hurt for like a whole week afterwards. The little guy got it in on me, man. He came around. Planted a good one.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Excuse me while I'm making myself another drink.
Show everyone the process.
The process? Oh, you want to see the smoke?
Let's see
you want the smoke?
I want this smoke, guy. I want it all.
So for everybody's listening, I am making Manhattans tonight with I'm trying this one out here. I don't know if anybody's seen it before. Bro Brothers. You heard of that, Goody?
I have not.
This is the first time I've seen it too, so I figured I'd give it a whack. Kind of sweet. But pardon me, I'll be right back. Oh.
This just in, bourbon gets up and leaves the episode.
So this thing here is a little electronic smoker for your drinks, and if you like your drink to taste a little oaky or even applewood or cherry wood, comes a little container of wood chips. It's just kind of like smoking meats or smoking anything else. It just gives it an extra flavor. But I don't think I'm ever going back to a Manhattan that isn't smoked, because that is
Beautiful.
Mm. And it just smokes your drink up.
I think you just like playing with fire, to be honest.
I do. I absolutely love fire.
Me too. What a guy.
All right, I'm back.
You're back? You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right. Roll the clip. Oh, still no audio.
Must be the Mark curse.
I'm telling you, it is the Mark curse.
I don't think Jake believes there is a Mark curse.
Well, you always got to ruin everything, all right? All right?
Like, it's like, I don't know, Murphy's Law, essentially, all the time with me. If it can't go wrong, it will go wrong. Uh-oh. Now we got to set this fire somewhere safe.
This just in. We're witnessing a shop fire live on podcast. All right, let's go for our fire safety protocol. All right, let's locate the fire extinguishers.
And you learned something while you were at the shop the other time you were here too, right? About the fire extinguishers used for lasers.
Yeah. Yep.
He actually texted me one time. I was in the house. I was taking forever to come back out to the shop. And he's like, "Where you at, guy?" I'm coming out. I'll be there. I'll be there soon. And like, all right, just give me some time. I'll be out there. And he goes, all right. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna start playing with all these toys you got out here. I'm gonna just use this fire extinguisher. And I'm thinking to myself, oh God, don't do that, because this fire extinguisher that we use for our equipment is really expensive, and it is it's that ABC fire extinguisher. It's good for electronics. It basically just sucks the vacuum of oxygen out of the area, so you're not actually contaminating any of your equipment. But this guy over here is joking about, oh yeah, I'm just going to play around with these fire extinguishers, thinking it's like $20, the local Walmart or something. Don't understand. It's a $400 bottle that's like 16 ounces. But what a guy! Give another guy a heart attack like that. Appreciate it.
Gotta do what I gotta do, guy.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Drew, life's been good since you joined the show?
Yeah, I went on my first date in 2 years, like 2 weeks ago. There's not going to be a second, though. Don't worry.
There's not going to be a second date.
No.
What happened?
She said, I can't give you what you deserve. I just want attention.
She said that? Or was that
Yes.
you that said that?
No, she said that. I have the text messages to say it.
Oh, she sent it via text.
Yeah, it was, dog, I cried to Mariah Carey like for 4 hours after that.
Oh, you stop it. You did.
We belong together.
Wow. That's a Mariah Carey song you're singing? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Nah. This is like the American Idol when they be showing you the ones that didn't make it.
Who was that guy?
Drew Nickens.
I don't think it's as good as that. Seen that ADD, ADHD guy that goes up on stage? It's got like.
Oh yeah. This is all right. So personally, this is one of my favorites on Kill Tony. Cam Patterson.
He already paid you?
Well, I mean, you pay me increments.
He should only pay you if you can spell that.
I can spell increments.
Cam, I'll give you $500 if you can spell increments right now. Yeah, we are.
Is Black Spelling Bee?
The word is increments. You can ask any question you'd like.
Not phone a friend?
Nope. There's no phoning a friend, and we just got word none of your friends know how to spell it either.
INCREN.
Wait, what was that? Wait, what did you just say?
No. ENTS.
Oh yeah, his always get me every time. Guy is hilarious.
M.
Hold up.
What do you got next?
I'm gonna find one that I didn't have, but I gotta find it just because it's hilarious.
Oh snap!
That's the full video. 1 second. I apologize.
Yes. In the meantime, I'll read another one of those jokes. Why did
There you go.
the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants?
Why?
It's just in case he got a hole in one.
That's solid.
Daddy, chill.
All right, here we go.
How's it going, my friend?
Good, man. That shit fire, man.
What?
That shit fire. That shit fire.
I'll translate everything he said. Tony, he said the show is good. He loves the audience. His experience on Kill Tony is very amazing.
Yeah. I got it. Here you go. You ready?
I need one of those guys.
Tony, whatever.
It makes sense.
Let me be Cam's translator. I got you.
Hey,
bro.
real talk, this shit really changed the real nigga life for real. You know what I'm talking about?
So what he's saying is, since he's became a regular on Kill Tony, more opportunities have opened up for him. He's been able to only go places he dreamed of.
Yeah. And white girls be sucking my dick, shit crazy.
What was that?
White girls tend to give him fellatio.
Now I know.
Yeah.
I need a translator like that, especially nowadays.
I'll be your translator. I got you, guy.
The way this world's coming up with, oh man, all this slang that I live under a rock. I do.
I feel like you definitely live under a rock. Sometimes you don't even know what I'm saying.
Hey, folks. Hey, you are our 252?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got your receipt?
You know, we went to the range earlier, so it might have
fallen out, or I think I might have actually thrown it away.
That's okay. Listen, our normal tees are closed today, but we're going to be playing from right over there.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Wow.
Come on through.
Oh hell no. That's it all because they didn't have the receipt. Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So glad I haven't encountered that involved.
Tragic. This one, I'm sure everyone has seen this one, but it just has to go up here for just because it's a great video.
No chance putting it.
Oh.
Why? He's hit a good putt.
There's no
Want me to show
chance.
you how to putt it?
You can't. There you go. Yeah, show me how to do it.
Hold my beer.
Right. Yeah, that.
There's no chance.
That shot's crazy.
That shot is crazy. He said, "Yeah, show me how to do it." He said, "Bet."
He's like, "You want the smoke? Okay, got you." We go over here and just smack this ball over the mountains.
All right, this one I thought this was really cool. So this is how they remove weeds from greens. Like it never even happened.
That is dedication right there. You ain't gonna find me out in my yard doing that.
That's a greenkeeper that really cares about the greens. Let me tell you.
So we've been to a few golf courses, correct?
Oh yeah,
we've been to a few. There's that guy wasn't at a few of those courses.
No. All right, this one is for you, guy.
This one's for me.
Yep.
So we got.
All right, so look, everyone, this is going to get Mark feeling like his old self for this boot camp that I'm going to put him through for Call of Duty.
Capture the objectives.
I hated those people. Oh, that's disgusting.
Domination.
That is stupid. That is so. I would be on the other team yelling "hacker, hacker." 100%. I would be out there screaming like a little girl. I wouldn't quit though.
He popped off. He went crazy.
So when did? So I mean, the noob tubes. Like when did those? Like I haven't seen them in the Modern Warfare 3 game. I haven't seen it.
The what? I'm sorry.
Noob tubes, the grenade launchers.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. What did I use? I don't know if I used a word that was beyond your years.
No. I didn't catch it. That's all. Yeah, they're in there.
Maybe that's what I'm missing.
All right, this one. So this is Bryson DeChambeau golfing with Tony Romo.
What do we got here, partner? 113 into the wind. 113. You play like one. I might just hit a stock 56 and hit it. Yeah. Hook in there. Come on. Oh, nice shot. It bounced right. I know. I've had like 2 or 3 of those where I'm like, that whole thing is sloped this way. Hook left. Oh, bounced right too. I cannot believe that didn't spin back, Chase. Okay, I'm letting you go first here. Straight putts right here, dude. I don't want to tell him, but I don't think it breaks quite that much. But I don't want him to miss. Blame me. Just didn't break as much? That's dead straight. Look at that ball. Every day in my life, I would hit that putt exactly 2-3 inches out. Yeah, most people would.
Yeah, most people would. Most people would.
Yes! Great putt, dude. Let's go! That's
I almost didn't even want to go, and I started there, and I was like, go a centimeter.
That'd be a fun game.
That would, yeah. So I definitely get why he didn't say anything, because like when you're golfing with someone that's like that good, or
You don't
just
want to be that guy.
huh?
You don't want to be that guy. The guy that
Exactly.
tells. Yeah, that's 100% embarrassment. Like, yeah,
Yep.
aim just a centimeter, and then it doesn't. Look back at the guy. Say what now? You're telling me.
Yep. Didn't want to be the reason he missed. I get that. All right. Let's see. Have you ever seen any of these videos? These are hilarious.
South America.
I'm about to tear you a new ass.
Hey, yo.
Right in the nuts. Daddy's home.
Okay, let's go.
No! What the hell is even that?
I like turtles.
I appreciate anybody who goes through all that trouble to put all that stuff together. I have seen a couple, especially the one with the guy doing the caw through the.
Oh yeah. Or the William Knifeman.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, that one's great.
Seen the surgical one and the caw one, and I watched it probably both a dozen times each. It gets better as you keep watching.
Trying to figure out who the rude one is. This guy trying to play a song when other people are trying to play a video game, or us trying to play a video game and he trying to play a song. Oh, yeah, okay.
Sorry, pal. World doesn't revolve around you. If I want to play a song for my chat, maybe don't be selfish and take that away from them.
Or you can do it on your own time and not everybody else's. Think about that.
This is my stream.
Okay, so stream and go play it somewhere the fuck else.
Sorry, pal. The world doesn't work on your schedule. I don't know if you.
And it doesn't run on your schedule either.
I don't know if you've. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Keep interrupting me.
Yeah,
Since the world revolves around you, right?
Shut the
Humble him. Someone in my chat told me to humble. All right, I'm gonna humble him. Get ready, chat. What's his name? Tragedy MG. The only tragedy that is in your life is the fact that you don't know the world doesn't revolve around you, and you're rude. Boom. Humbled.
It's the reason I don't have game chat on.
I like turtles.
So when did you turn game chat off?
When they started
What point in
doing
life?
when they started doing the moderation.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, I give you that.
Yeah, that's when I turned it off. Didn't want
That
to.
was like when you were like 5.
Well, all right, yeah. I was 6.5 actually. All right.
Thank you, old man.
Planting B. You plant that bomb. You plant that dirty bomb. Plant it. Close that door. Close that door. No, leave it open.
No.
No, close the fucking door. No, leave it open. Close the door. They're coming up. Leave it open. Running around the building. Up top. The stairs. Bad, bro. Good job, teammates. Great teamwork. Leave it open.
I couldn't. Dude, I could not.
Do not close the door again, okay? Get out of my head. Do not. Close the damn door.
Planting the dirty bomb. Yeah.
Close the door. Close the door. You do not pay the light bill. You close the damn door. I pay it all. Keep the door open. No. Close the damn door. You got my about key.
I would be absolutely dead in it.
Oh yeah. All right, and then this is personally my favorite one for today.
Oh my god.
Got him.
Yeah. It's like, damn, I hit that thing hard. I should have known. I got the royal red carpet before I took that shot. It was like, hey, let me get your club. Let me get your ball. Here, let me set it up for you. I'm like, no, I can do it. Like, just give me the damn ball. Oh, shoot. I should have gave you the other one, too. We'll have to that up next. We'll have to edit that one next time.
And then this is just some pictures we got on the golf course. So this was when I got this cup. That was for the 30th birthday tournament. So it was Bourbon and Jake versus me and Carl, which is Jake's younger brother.
Just here for the beer.
Yep. So mine said Tiger wish he could. His said just here for the beer. It said world's okayest golfer. And I forget what yours said.
Over par and under the influence.
That's correct. Over par and under the influence. Then got this one. This was at Garland. And then this was a scramble that we played and won.
And those are some hella shirts too.
Yep.
We lit that golf course up.
We did. We had so many compliments.
Yeah. Even at the Walmart afterwards, if you remember that.
I do remember that.
Electronics department.
I remember.
Just wanted to take you home.
Hey, yo. But you're not wrong, though.
It was happy.
I was kind of scared. Just a little.
He's like, come on. Let's go get the milk and just get out of here.
Now we were looking for the TP because Jake was like, "Oh yeah, I'm on a TP," and then you ended up buying the wrong kind anyways.
I'm sorry. You need what, 15 ply?
Something like that. So that concludes the clips I had for today. Definitely, if you guys know of any clips that you would like to see us definitely let us know. Feel free to send them to us on Facebook or any of our social medias. We will definitely add those to the list.
We just talk a bunch of shit, meme for a few minutes.
Exactly. That's exactly what we're trying to do here. So, yeah, definitely let us know if you guys know of any clips or funny things that you would like to see us react to. We'll definitely add them to the list. You can hit us up on any of our social medias. If anyone is interested in being a guest on the show, feel free to reach out to us. We are going to start looking for guests here very shortly. Probably in another couple weeks, we'll have our first guest on, hopefully. And yeah, so let's jump into. Let's see. All right, this is a good time since we're talking about socials. Let's go over some of our socials. So, as you guys know, whatever platform you're on now, we are live on every Saturday at 8 p.m. Bear with me. All right, so we have a YouTube channel, which we are live on every Saturday, 8 p.m. And then it gets re-uploaded there as well. So if you want to go back and catch it, if you couldn't catch it all, or if you just missed the episode in general, feel free to catch it there. And then it'll also be on the Bourbon Mountain website. We also have Twitch, which live right now. There we are.
Oh, pulling up in this folder.
Yep. And then we got the Facebook page. So we're up to 95 followers. When we hit 100, we got 5 more. When we hit 100, we will also be live on this Facebook page every Saturday at 8 p.m. So if you haven't already, please drop us a follow. If you have dropped a follow, feel free to hit these 3 dots here and invite your friends. We would greatly appreciate it. You definitely don't need to, but it would help us out, and we would greatly appreciate you guys for doing that. And then we also got TikTok, which there we go. Got some podcast clips on there, some gaming clips on there. We post 2 podcast clips a day and 1 gaming clip a day. So if you guys feel like dropping us a follow on there, we're going to try to figure out how we can go live with the podcast onto TikTok as well. It's going to be a little bit more of a process than we initially thought because TikTok changed some of the guidelines, and it's not as easy to get the information we need to get because obviously we're not using TikTok Studio. So we are going to see what we can do with that. If we can't figure out the podcast, we'll probably still utilize TikTok and stream on there occasionally. We plan on doing 3 gaming streams a week, which the days are to be determined at this time. It's looking like potentially Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. So, and then the time would be probably like 8 o'clock as well, 8:30 maybe. So yeah, we might just do 1 stream a week on the TikTok Studio with gaming, and then the other 2 we'll do on our other platforms, or we'll figure out how to distribute that, which we will let you guys know.
We're gonna share the love the best we can.
Exactly. And then another page that we are live on is neither of those. I guess I missed one of your links. I'm so sorry.
Are you talking about the Bourbon Mountain Facebook page?
Yes, I am.
What?
I'm sorry, brother.
What? That's okay. Nobody's perfect.
Far from it.
But we do go live on our Bourbon Mountain Productions Facebook page.
Oh. Load in. Here we are, right there.
Well, man.
Yep. So feel free to drop a follow over here as well. A little insider information: when they hit 1,000 followers over on the Bourbon Mountain Productions Facebook page, they will be doing a giveaway. So if you guys haven't already, go drop them a follow, and you could potentially get you something.
I tell you what, I can tell you what it is right now. Give a little insider peek,
There-
because we weren't going to
there you
announce it
go.
until we hit 1,000. But for anybody who's listening, so we have a 5-piece decanter set that is gorgeous. I don't have pictures of it because I wasn't prepared to talk about it, but it's a glass decanter, and it's going to be engraved with whatever image or monogram that you want to come up with for it, and it's awesome. It comes out super clean, and again, it's from Polar Camel, so you have the option of picking that. But just because we wanted to make sure that whoever wins, if it was male or female, whoever wanted to win it, whatever they wanted to pick, we have another option. So it's not just the liquor decanter. We have the a kitchenware set. It's actually the glass baking pans with the bamboo lid that can be engraved as well. So the lid would be the part that's going to be engraved, and again, that'd be like a monogram or a design that you choose from. So it's one of those two options. Whenever we get to 1,000, we're going to be picking one of those 1,000 followers and drawing them out of a hat, essentially, and then we'll announce the follower that got picked, and you can choose from one or the other. Both at about like a between $70 to $90 value, depending on what you choose.
So definitely drop them a follow. Feel free to follow us on any of our socials. And yeah, we definitely appreciate you guys for everything you do, coming out and supporting us, chatting with us, hanging out with us. It's obviously only episode 2. We plan on getting better as we go. Overall, I'm having fun. I hope Bourbon is having fun as well.
I'm having blessed.
So let's keep her rolling. All right. So another thing we wanted to do. So I've seen this a few times with a couple different things. So we're gonna do a rank blindly challenge.
Okay. Again.
So this is something our producer put together for us. We're going to go ahead and rank them blindly without knowing what comes next.
Oh, we are going to know what we're ranking them as, right? Like what?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. I got you. Let's do it.
All right. Taylor Swift.
5.
I'm going 5 as well. Beyonce.
3.
4.
2.
3.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Oh. Gonna have to go. Okay, what do I got open?
You have 1 and 4.
Myself in a pickle there, didn't I? 4.
Ooh, this is tough. I'm just going to North too. I'll take that as one.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess I should have swapped. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I guess it's what it is now. One.
Anything you would have changed?
Yeah, I would have swapped my last pick from 4 to 1.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming we're going off of like looks.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. But hey.
All right, that's all I had. So no, it's not actually. You brought it up earlier. The Mark curse. You want to tell everyone a little bit about that?
Well, I think it truly only applies to you. All right, I'm just saying.
Just to me.
It's just I think it truly only applies to you. But so we talked a little bit about it earlier with the golf game.
Yep.
Right. And it continues and it flows on over to the Call of Duty platform. And so we went to go conquer, for anybody who actually came in and watched, we went to go and I quote unquote conquer Modern Warfare 3. That's what Goody put out there for a Facebook post an hour before we went and streamed on Twitch. And that was anything but. I'll be honest with you. That entire night was nothing but us just getting just raw dogged for like 2 complete hours.
Well, like we did get the first 2 games.
And that's how the Mark Curse goes. It's like it starts off like it's going to be an exciting, fun time, and then it turns into. And I had fun. I enjoy playing the video game. But we did nothing but just straight up lose and lose horribly and lose spectacularly for the remaining hour and a half, to the point where one of our viewers was like, y'all should probably just back out because it ain't working out for you. Appreciate it.
In the immortal words of the ancient roly-poly Elder Lords. Get gears, good.
Amen.
Facts.
So, the point of the curse here is, it wasn't. I knew what I was going to do when I came into this video game. I knew I was going to suck. Like 100%. That's who I am. I am not that guy anymore. Like some people say, Mark, you never were that guy. Well, that might be true, but don't go with high expectations when you're pulling me around. But I thought that there might have been a chance because I play where I was going to be playing with, and I guess this is common terminology now, a sweat. Somebody who actually, tries. And then back in my day when we were playing video games, we didn't have words like sweat. We had try hard. So try hard was supposed to make this a really enjoyable experience for somebody who sucks. Yes. Big Richard was the one who said, hey, you know what? I don't know if I can pull it up. That'd be great. But he's like, Bourbon, you just shot a wall. Like, you lit the wall up. Congratulations. But anyway, I was playing with Goody, and he was supposed to take me to these awesome heights of video gaming, and he couldn't pull anything out of this after the second game. He's just like, well, these guys are really good. They're working well as a team together, which told me I suck because I'm not working well as a team with him. But I'm like, no, that ain't supposed to matter. You're supposed to be just taking over and just wiping these people out.
I couldn't take him to the promised land. It was too much of a load.
So at some point, I just started camping. Like I was just sitting on top of a, what do you call that? An outhouse or a porta potty thing in that DOS house. I think not high res. DOS house. I was just sitting up there, like, just waiting. I'm waiting for Goody to just take off and take me to that promised land.
Gonna learn today.
Yep.
And that's what brings us to the boot camp.
Yep, that's why we are the shipment boot camp. What is it? Goodies, Woody's training.
There may be some touching with sledgehammers going on over there.
Apparently, my kids are watching. That's not good. If anybody asks, tell my kids I'm actually really good at Call of Duty. I appreciate that.
He's cracked.
Yep. Okay, so apart from gaming and the golf story that we already told, what else are you seeing as the markers?
Well, I mean, definitely golfing in general, because like I feel like everyone that's been on your team other than me has lost. I'm just saying.
I mean, you have a good point. That is true. I mean, but I also was part of the scramble, so it can't be all that bad. I was part of the scramble that won.
I mean, that's fair, but we also had a cheat code.
You talking about Cody?
Yeah.
The guy who can
the cheat code off the tee box.
Right, the guy who could hit his 3-wood longer than I could hit 2 of my drivers.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
And okay, let's just put this in perspective real quick, because Bourbon can crush the ball with his driver.
It just goes to Africa.
Yeah. So me, I've never been like a super long hitter. I'm just fairly consistent. Used to be a lot more consistent than I am nowadays, but I'm still, I'm pretty decent at whacking some balls around.
Giggity.
So
my kids are watching, man.
Cody could just hammer the ball. Like he was hitting his 3-wood over 300 yards off the tee.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous. So
yeah, I think he shot his ball. It was like on the 11th hole, no, 10th, the 9th hole of where were we playing? Ironwood, actually,
yep.
Right? So he hits it, the 3-wood. He plays the 3-wood, and he goes, I got to take a little bit off of this because there's water back there. And I'm like, dude, that's cracked. That's 330 yards. You're fine. Just smash it. Get up on that green. And we walked up there, and literally his ball was nowhere to be found. Okay, it sailed over the green and kept going, and must have went in that water in the back end. I think I hit the telephone poles on the right side.
Yeah, that was insane.
I'm just glad he
also
figured that out in time to fix
actually,
it. He was doing his driver for like a good 8-9 holes.
Yeah, he was. And then you switched up to the 3-wood and didn't look back. And also, just to another counter argument to that is, I was also on that team. We won. You know what I mean?
So we had enough good luck charms to break the curse, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like you and I won, and then we won in the scramble. It just worked out.
Fair enough. You're lucky. I'm cursed. I got you. I understand completely. So let's even this crap out when we get to Call of Duty. Come on now. We should be able to play normally now.
I think we figured it out.
Yeah. I was poking around in some settings I shouldn't have been, apparently.
Yeah, absolutely. We got him set up better.
I won't let you down.
we got him set up better. He's gonna be cracked now.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but
allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
With an ostrich.
But that is all that I have. So, do you got anything to add?
No, sir. I mean, it would be nice to see if there's anything that you guys want to hear. Anything that you guys want to hear us talk about. Let us know on the Facebook page, so Twitch or Discord, wherever you want to go to. And it's a variety show. We'd love to talk about topics you guys want to hear about.
Absolutely.
So that's it. That's all I got there, Goody.
All right. We appreciate everyone for coming and hanging out with us. This has been episode 2 of the 44th Parallel podcast, live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Stay tuned for updates on our gaming schedule. We will also be doing 3 gaming streams a week. Tune into our TikTok. We have new clips going up daily. Other than that, we appreciate you guys. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know if you want to come on the show, and we will catch you next week.
Thanks for watching now.
I'm spitting rhymes from the edge of a line with the 44th parallel